Hello and good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all having a fantastic and wonderful time. This time around, I actually managed to finish my bagel, or at least I got all of it into my mouth before I turned the camera on. You can quote me on that one. Um, Greetings and good afternoon, all. Hey, Steve Whitleff, I think? How are you doing? How are you doing? Thank you so much for the subscription. It's good to know that I'm worth your time and your money. Great to have you along for the ride. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Will. Were you trapped by a cat? No, I was not trapped by a cat. I was up until all hours uh, recording a podcast. So I am running on roughly 4.5 hours of sleep right now. So if I in any way look tired, that would be what's going on. Um, But maybe some people are here to catch you before you put it all in your mouth. Well, coyote, coyote. Oh my word. Oh we. I hope you guys are doing well. Hello, Eli, Steve, Cortex, Coyote, and Tev, of course. He wouldn't stay in bed. I don't know what to say. Like I've got circadian rhythm. I have circadian rhythm. I gotta get up, man. Podcast with Kato? Yes, yes, podcast with Kato. I'm not surprised that you figured that out. He's one of two people who have ever asked me on to podcast before, and he's the only recurring individual who has asked me onto a podcast. So those invitations are few and far between for yours truly. So hello, Sarah. Greetings. Welcome. You just showed up on time. Can't stay for long as I don't want spoilers, but I'll chill here in the beginning. Well, let me go ahead and front load some serious things to talk about then. Okay. Ooh la la. Woo. Hey. Thank you so much for the subscription there, Coyote. 27-month streak. Wow, we. Flips token absently while chilling in the corner. I know zip about this game. I haven't played a Zelda since A Link to the Past on the SNES. No worries, only the nose knows. Yes, well, unfortunately, like this blemish on my nose has gotten to it's gotten to a far enough stage where it's like if I scrunch my nose up enough, it stings. So had a pimple from where my nose pad sits on my face, and it wouldn't stop being annoying. Yeah, it's not pleasant. This one, like I still mask up whenever I leave the house. Um, so like whenever I'm at work for a big chunk of every weekday, I've got like the mask sitting there, and I think that that's what it's from. So what can you do? Anyways, let me go ahead and bring up a kind of a serious topic that does not have a definitive resolution yet. Okay, so Twitch has made some announcements lately. Okay, um, oh my God, you guys are suggesting some horrible things there. Um, Twitch has made some announcements about the way that they're changing the platform. All right. And I have previously made a statement that I cannot be certain that I'm going to stay on Twitch when they come for my paychecks. Now, as it stands, they have made an announcement that they are changing. Basically, they are raising the bar to be what is currently known as a partner. You know how, like, if you don't know, um, on Twitch, there are two different ways that you can make money. You can make one as an affiliate, or you can make one as a partner. Um, so I'm not an affiliate is stage one, and a partner is stage two. I am a partner because I've been on this site for so long, such an absurd amount of time, and as a result, that has afforded me a better revenue split. So it's like the normal split whenever you're an affiliate is a 50-50 split. So it's like somebody subscribes to you, you get 50% of the $5 and Twitch gets the other 50% of the $5. So that means 250 to the streamer, 250 to Twitch. But as a partner, I've been privileged enough to have access to the 70-30 split, okay? Which means that 70% of every subscription goes to me, 30% of every subscription goes to Twitch. Now all of that has been set up with a bit of an archaic, like, everybody gets an individual contract, which takes a lot of time and work to set up. And it's like, admittedly, I understand that that's not a very good way for Twitch to try and manage itself these days. However, what they're doing is they are forcibly removing people from their existing contracts and they are moving everyone onto a new system. Now, previously, in order to become a partner on Twitch, the bar was down here. And now they're moving the bar way up here. Okay, they basically tripled the requirements in regards to how you get to become and remain a partner and have access to that 70-30 split. So here's the shorthand, okay? This is the long and short of it. According to the information that Twitch has published in October, starting in October, my Twitch revenue will drop by 30%. Because I will no longer qualify as a partner according to their new standards, okay? And I will be forcibly, this is a change that's going to be automated. The system is just going to do it. And I cannot do anything about that. The only way that I could get around that is if I suddenly have a regular recurring for 3 months leading up to the start of October, I have 350 recurring subscribers to the channel, okay? Now, it would be beautiful and wonderful and amazing if I could get 350 subscribers to my channel and stay, okay? That would be great, but I'm not going to sit here and, like, you know, beg and plead. There are so few of you who show up to these streams and everything. I've been lucky to be qualified as a partner for as long as I have. So, for that reason, there is a highly, it's almost for certain at this point that I will be leaving Twitch within the coming months, okay? And whenever I say leaving Twitch, it doesn't mean I'll stop streaming. It means that I'll probably switch over to the likes of YouTube. Now, I'm not exactly a fan of putting all my eggs in the basket of YouTube, okay? And I will have a fresh, brand new channel specifically dedicated to live streaming in order to do this, okay? I'm not interested in switching to another fresh or new platform. A lot of people have been talking about Kick. I don't think that Kick is a good platform to switch to for a myriad of reasons. I don't want to get into the details, but suffice to say, YouTube seems to be the better place to move to for streaming purposes, especially with this move from Twitch, okay? So for that reason, I just want you guys to be entirely aware. There's a lot of things happening on the back end over at here at Twitch that's not nice to the streamers, and it's gonna negatively affect me. So going forward, I will be setting up new operations over on YouTube with a new channel. And I need, like, I'm gonna be repeating this. I'm gonna be saying this a whole lot over the next 3 months so that you guys can know, you know? I don't have anything set up yet. I don't have anything for you to click yet. I just want awareness for you guys in, I want you guys to have awareness about what I'm doing, about how this change is going to happen, and that if one day you come back to my Twitch channel and you're like, what on earth has happened? Where has he gone? He hasn't streamed in so long. You could potentially at least remember that this is a thing that came to pass. So this is what I want to say. This is what matters to you, okay? You know that there's a very, very high, almost certain, there's a very high chance, almost a certainty that I will be moving off of Twitch, okay? But that is a 3 month in the future type of thing, okay? So for the time being, you'd get to just sit here, enjoy yourself. It's entirely fine to continue subscribing to me here on Twitch because there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? And follow Will on Twitter for all the updates. I never set up my Twitter on through Nightbot, did I? I never set any of that up. So I will give you guys a quick link here, since some of you seem to be requesting it, just to be certain. Oh, well, Tev did it for me there. Thank you, Tev. So that's what matters, okay? For now, nothing's changing, but there's gonna be changes in the future. That's what you guys need to know, okay? And we'll see how it goes. Oh, did it dingle my link out? Yes, it dingled your link. Twitch really did you dirty. Twitch is in the process of doing a lot of people dirty. I mean, if I wanted to make a comparison here, let's see. So there are currently roughly 42,000 partners on Twitch, and only 1,000 of them qualify under the new rules that they published. Let that sink in. Only 1 in 42 partners qualifies for their new for the new way that they're doing it. Okay. So it's very difficult to understand what their plan or intention with the platform is, because a lot of their action, like trying to look at their actions and say, what is their game plan here? And it's pretty difficult, but I think it's very simple. What their plan is: short-term profit. I think that all of their actions speak to short-term profit, and none of it speaks to long-term stability. And lots of companies this day and age are guilty of that. Okay? So, there you go. There you go. So every partner that doesn't qualify is being bumped down to affiliate, or are they making a new mid-tier? No, you get bumped down to affiliate. You get straight up bumped down to affiliate. And the grace period, this July, August, September, you have, like, I have July, August, and September to hit 350 subscribers and not drop underneath 350 subscribers for those first 3 months before they institute this change. So, and that's how they're running, that's how they're changing house, you know? And I'm not particularly interested in trying to get into the headspace of Twitch. I've just basically come to the conclusion that it's like, no, they're interested in short-term profit, and that's it. Let's move on. I'm not going to hem and haw over it too much, because I can't really do anything about it. I know the facts of the situation, and I have agency for what I can try and do for myself about this stuff. So, I'll come up with a stream schedule. I'll come up with, test streams on YouTube, etc. The channel that I will stream to will also become the archival channel. Earlier this year, Tev has been kind enough and willing enough to put down the hours necessary to download streams from this Twitch channel and clip edit them down a bit, so they're kind of like the fluff moments where there's nothing happening is cut out and everything. So the VOD channel is the intended channel where I'm going to end up streaming, and presumably things will work out there, but that's the whole idea. Okay. I will absolutely, none of you will be left in the dark. Like, as I formulate my plan, as I move forward, as things become possible, the minute that I actually have the landing page or the channel that you can subscribe to over on YouTube, you could call it the WOD channel, Will of the Day. Oh, I thought you meant Will on Demand. But as I come up with the plan, I will keep you guys informed. And most importantly, I will have a YouTube channel for you guys to subscribe to for whenever I go live. Moving forward as I test out what's going on there and start to transition away from Twitch, because I don't want to have a overnight move. I want to have a 3-month transitional period. So they're only Fran's site. Yeah, Fran's. Absolutely. Only people with the name of Fran. Does that include Francine from the old cartoon show Arthur? You know, American? But there we go. There we go. That's your whole story, okay? It's not a good move on Twitch's part. I think that they're going to eat a lot more dirt because of that this decision, but we'll see where things go. In any case, guys, I've told you what's going on, and I'm going to go ahead and get my butt into Tears of the Kingdom here and enjoy some fun. I know I always joke about it, but maybe we should make our own version of Twitch, even with how difficult it would be. If I had the capacity for it, I would. I forgot that I got this fancy freaking headpiece. This is what... Okay, so I did a bit of a... I did some of the quests in here for stuff, and I got this headpiece, and the first thing I noticed was, he's wearing blue lipstick. Okay, I will take my leave. Have a great Saturday afternoon. It was nice to have you along for the ride, Coyote. I hope to see more of you whenever you get through this game, or I get through this game, whichever comes first. So, yeah, I got one hell of a fancy hat, complete with blue lipstick. I mean, guys, you know my opinion on makeup. Like, it's not really, I'm not really much for putting mud on my face. But, wait a minute, why are his lips still kind of blue? Oh, wait, those are his teeth. Those are his teeth. But, I mean, I wish that I could put a hat on and suddenly have a bunch of lipstick on perfectly applied like that. My god, man. That's freaking incredible. Like, that was actually one of the more surprising things whenever I did the drag stream, which was a product of, you know, meeting charity goals. I was very surprised by how much I liked having the lipstick on, so. So does every woman, will. Wait a minute, are you calling me up? Lipstick does not want to stay in place. Doesn't, not a fan of the taste, though. Why are you running like it's raining, little girl? Oh, wait, it's because it is raining. Holy moly. Oh, I didn't notice. Okay. Okay, I'm not the only one who thought he had blue lips for, without the hat for a second. Okay, my spoiler-free eyes are engaged, are closing. Lurk engaged. You think you're lurking, right up until you're not. Okay, so, we've had some fun here. Exploring this village, out this way. But something that I haven't done properly is explore Kakariko. I was like, okay, so, like, I found Kakariko, and then I was like, okay, well, this is fun, but for the next stream, I'm just gonna go get my butt out to Hateno, because I wanted to, like, improve my, my Sheikah slate. So that's been done. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reverse, I'm gonna throw it into reverse, I'm gonna return to Kakariko, where I really haven't explored as much as I should. So, there's definitely quests and whatnot around here that I haven't finished or done yet. So... Woo! What are we looking at here? Southern Ring Ruin Research Journal, Corey. Like the other ring ruins, those that fell to the plateau south of the village also held a stone slab with Zonai inscriptions. Curiously, we also discovered a flower growing in the ruin, the likes of which we had never seen. References in ancient texts revealed that it was a sundelion, a plant long thought extinct. We are currently borrowing a local plum orchard for our cultivation efforts and hoping our studies prove fruitful. Get it? Fruitful. Note, our investigation of the round device filled with strange objects has meanwhile come to a standstill. Oh, the dispenser up here, yeah? Perhaps something fits into this plate. Oh, this doesn't make any sense at all. How am I supposed to investigate a strange artifact when I'm busy with Sundelion research? Sundelion? What? Did you, hear me? I was, lying, so don't tell anyone what I was saying, okay? Where was I? Ah, yes, the Sundelion. The Sundelion is a new species of plant. The first one was found on ruins that fell from the sky. I believe that means they grow in the Sky Islands. I'm still in the middle of my investigation, but early results indicate that they have some sort of relationship with the gloom. I can prove that. I think they might help those suffering from gloom exposure or aid our research of the depths. In any case, it's rare to find them on the surface, so I'm using the village's plum garden to see if I can cultivate them. Honestly, I have my hands full with Sundelion research. But did that stop them from But did that stop me from offering to research the strange artifact? Of course not. Strange artifact. When ruins fell from the sky in the upheaval, these fell too. We've only discovered 3 so far. We're lucky to have one here. Aside from this one, we've also confirmed their presence in Terrytown and at Dig Dog Bridge. Akala to the northeast, and Gerudo region to the southwest of Hyrule. I don't see a connection. I don't even know what they're used for. My report isn't going well at all. If you don't mind, I have research to do. If you're curious about something, ask around. Everyone on the survey team is knowledgeable about something. Well, only one thing to do. Let's go ahead and switch to fuse attack power here. Do I get anything by putting this in? Come on. Give me a gachapon. Oh, it gave me something. Huh? What just rolled out there? Is that what I think it is? So this strange artifact was intended to produce Zonai devices. But why would the Zonai people have built such a thing? I couldn't begin to guess. I got a stabilizer out of that. A perfectly balanced Zonai device that stands upright when activated. It was used to secure footholds in unstable places such as Sky Islands. Okay, so I figured out one of them, so... Do I get anything by putting this in? Well, you would say that, Tev, wouldn't you? Hey, the weight. Now you can make that wheel that was nearly a bad symbol. Yeah, I could go back and try that. Satisfaction guaranteed. Like, I'm so hesitant about using any of my items and, like, all of these things, it's like, I don't want to put them into these dispensers for the express reason that I don't know what I'm going to need to upgrade any of my equipment in this game, you know? Alright, so it also dispenses balloons. I don't think I want to play around with that anymore. I want to hold on to my equipment, or my materials. Like, I'm still in the poorhouse in this game because I refuse to, I'm still in the poorhouse in this game because I refuse to sell off my my rare gems and everything because I'm like, no, I'm gonna need those. I gotta upgrade stuff. I'm gonna need those. So I'm just like I have this huge freaking stockpile of materials in my inventory. It's like I got 43 rupees and I'm like, I don't know, man. That seems kind of low. That's not enough. Luminous stone, opal, etc. Koblin guts. Meanwhile, it's like, what am I missing the most of? It's like boss horns and whatnot. What do we got here? The stone slab at the southern ring ruin. Some translation notes. Who protect of Hyrule from the demon king, together king. There were known as sages. What I take from this is that it's about a facet of Hyrule as it was in those days. If I were to guess at how to fill in the gaps, it'd be something like there were those known as sages who protected the kingdom of Hyrule from the demon king. Right, I'm right up close on it. I think I might be able to read it now. No worries. I'm studying. Okay. Feeling it with my fingers and the rest of my body, including my pelvis, is really helping. I swear it is. Up close and personal. Exactly. Just the way you like it. What's on top of these ruins? That's some intense studying? You have no idea, Cortex. No idea. So, what was it? There's a ring ruin. It doesn't look like there's a ring ruin hanging out in the sky. I think it's just this one up here that they were like, oh, don't go near that one. Because, like, what was it? There were sightings of Princess Zelda all over the place, and every single time she shows up, she's like, oh, don't do the thing that you totally actually need to do. A straight A student. Well, something should be straight, but it kind of curves to the left, so, also, hello, greetings, welcome to the stream. Aw, man, you remember whenever there used to be a fairy up here? I'd come visit her with all sorts of stuff, and she'd give me the most incredible squishy. She'd kiss me in all my important places. Why is it that there's always some sort of a douchey tree who wants to... Greetings! Welcome to the stream! Welcome. Normal people, we must learn and preserve this ancient script. Will, don't mind me, just rubbing my balls on these old-ass carvings. Hey, listen, sometimes I enjoy rubbing my balls on old-ass carvings. So, for those of you who just popped in, I should probably give you a very quick primer. A reminder, as it were. Would you stop that? Bad tree. God, I have to spank so many of these things. So here's a quick primer for those of you who just popped in. There is going to be a long-term, 3-month-long transition to YouTube. Okay? Unfortunately, the events have happened that necessitate that I start planning to leave Twitch. Okay? And if you're really interested, you can go ahead and you can check the VOD out later with all of the details. So it's annoying, but I can deal with 2 browsers open at once. I finally discovered how to fix Twitch video not loading. Solution, switch to Chrome. Horrible, horrible website. Won't let me use Firefox. Oh my god. Oh my god. Have they actually gone so far in on the Chromium web design that it won't work on a non-Chromium server now? Well then, that wasn't supposed to happen. Excuse me. There was a weapon up here that I need to grab. Hang on, I'll be right back. Don't worry, I'll spank you later. I see. I'm sorry that Twitch is failing you. Well, I mean, they've basically come up with, they've publicly stated, you know, like, this is gonna happen, and the result of that action is I'm gonna lose 30% of my Twitch income. So it kind of makes sense for me to start diversifying and moving out. Something tells me that the stick that was up here is now just gone. Just gone. I think I wandered too far away. Wait, the stick! The stick! I found the stick! There we go. Okay, so, now that that's done. Fuse power. Let's go ahead and grab up that bad boy. There we go. Much better. Coarser bee, honey. Ah, damn it. Link, why did you... Okay, there we go. They all gone now. Ooh, more of it. He went to sleep. Don't worry. I have Ep-18. Ah, there we go. Booyah. The worst part is that content creators have difficulty making money as it stands. Yep. It's incredibly unfortunate that things are turning the way that they are, but I can't say that I'm too surprised, because let's just like face a very real truth right now, okay? Content creation and the gig economy as a whole has not gone through inflation ever. Like, YouTube basically came into existence just before the 2008 financial crisis, and it was not profitable to make videos during that financial crisis. And we have not experienced major, like, inflation on the dollar since the creation of YouTube. Like, that's, like... I can be a bit of a nerd whenever it comes to economics, but the fact of the matter is that that's a strange thing, and this is a first for the gig economy and the entertainment, and, you know, like, I'm gonna make stuff on YouTube's type stuff. Chromium sounds like a new way of calling someone stupid and slow. Chromium. Well, for what it's worth, the phrase is supposed to be chromium for content or whatever. I have words, I swear I do. You know what? Why not? Whoops. There we go. Okay, so we dive in. I can't see shit. Oh my word, I almost ate it there. I didn't realize I was that close. Ooh, Nelly. Okay. Light root sighted. That is nowhere near me either. Bump off, you stupid frogs. Okay, we're in the depths. I'd better put on my depth gear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the way you want to look whenever you're going through the depths. But anyways, like on the whole topic of like stuff kind of going tits up and whatnot for Twitch, what I think I want to take away from this is the fact that this is not necessarily an end to something. This is an opportunity, and I'd prefer to look at it as a new beginning, because things have gotten a little bit samey here on Twitch. At least for me, you know? Oh shit, son. This thing has to be in my way? Guys, I just found another copy of the Fire Temple boss. Doesn't help when it doesn't help when corporations stick their hands in trying to take as much money as possible, not caring that content creation works best when you're working with creators to make better content. There's a significant amount of that. There is a significant amount of that. Alright, well, I mean, I don't doubt my ability to take this guy on and blast him to hell and back, but I kind of want to avoid him until I can at least get the light route so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Yeah. So we're going to try to give this guy as a reasonably wide berth as possible. We'll come back for him once I actually have a weapon to, like, fuse whatever he has to drop. I am awfully close. I'll be surprised if I don't catch his ire, you know. Twitch wants to be the platform of free entertainment, but without having to pay the creators. I mean, what's interesting is having friends in the tech sector who understand what it costs to run a website like Twitch, at least from a bandwidth perspective, and be like, well, I mean, that would be, like, this would make a lot of sense if it actually made any sense, you know? Which is just a really weird way of saying, well, no, it doesn't work that way. Like... Okay, cool. No surprises between me and the light route. It's a little bit like the number of stories that I've read about, and admittedly they're all anecdotal. You don't know who's telling the truth and who's, like, not telling the truth about stuff, but, alright, cool. So, we got some visual on the area. Oh, hey! And we've got the location of a shrine up above. Doesn't look like there's any, islands in the sky either, so that's definitely a ground level shrine. Okay, so with that done, what do you say we actually try to take this guy on? So let's fly over to this statue, hide behind it for a little bit of a moment here. And what I'll do is I'll switch to the appropriate gear here. Still looking for the rest of the barbarian armor. I managed to somehow luck into finding the barbarian leg wraps. Okay, so... what's the other thing that here we go. I have to activate Vow of Yonobo. There we go. So I can't fight this guy without that. Let's make certain that I got the right freaking weapon equipped as well. We'll use this Cobble Crusher. Because it does a... Should I use the Cobble Crusher? Should I use, Let's just go with my jacked up, weird equipment. While I'm at it, let's destroy the fused material on that. Because that was just an axe head. I don't want to be using that as an axe. Materials. Here we go. And we're just gonna, like, keep rolling with these Boko horns. Alright, there we go. So, it does a decent amount of damage, not an amazing amount. So, I'll be able to do something to this guy. Now with that done, I think I'm ready to save. And I should be able to restore at this point. Like, having my entire equipment situation prepped and ready to go is so important in this. So, let's go ahead and beat ourselves a boss. I should get some sort of, I think it's 100 Zonai charges to improve my battery build. Oh, son of a... I hate you so much, Goma. Okay, that's an option too. Yep, okay, that's cool. We can keep doing this. Screw your legs! Stop that stuff. Oh dear. Well, aren't you just fancy with that move? Oh yeah, look at all that damage I'm doing. It's fine, I have roasted fish. Stay down forever. Oh, he's a chunky boy. Look at all the damage he's taken. Oh, I think I just made him angry. Oh, and all of a sudden I'm warped off of him. That's cool. He's about to surround me in a ring. Yep, there you go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Of course he did that. Oh, for God. I hate the summons. I hate the ally summons so much. Alright, I might need to get away from those things. Come here, Yonobo. Jesus. Like, I can't access the summon at exactly the right time. Don't worry, it's all under control. I meant to have that happen. Ow. Don't worry, I have the seared steak. Wait, could you reverse some of those boulders? Dude! I never... Like, you son of a bitch. Yunobo, could you please? Only one way to find out. Holy shit, it does work. Yunobo, come here. Yunobo, please, would you... let me... Ah, finally. Oh, Fire Temple. Well, it's not actually the Fire Temple. It's the next closest thing to the Fire Temple. Don't worry, everything's fine. I have, I guess just some simmered fruit. Oh, God! Come here, Yunobo. Yunobo. Jesus. God, you suck so much, Yunobo. You're constantly going in the wrong direction. Turned him into a tripod. Alright, so there's another weapon down. You know what? It's time to use the Cobble Crusher. There we go. I like this solution to the boss's attack, and I never would have figured it out on my own. It's all thanks to chat. Thanks, chat. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have figured it out, and my sexy pants dances wouldn't be happening. Alright, we'll merge with that piece of equipment in a moment. Thanks to Cortex specifically. Huge crystallized charge. Alright, I'm at 1,200 of those, so that's I can do 4 crystallized, I can do 4 charge upgrades now. Now, if I'm not mistaken... Yeah. There's a weapon shrine over here. So this isn't the best to work with. There we go. Look at you, Wall, just redeeming all of the squats. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 of them. Hello, Lying, how are you doing? Okay, so we're gonna fuse with this Traveler's Claymore, which is actually pretty big. It's a pretty shit thing to do, because it's just a Traveler's Claymore. Let's go ahead and drop a boss marker on this. So, there we go. So what's going on with this over here? It's undecayed though, right? Not bad. And I mean, that's the whole point. It's like, yeah, like I just found a really kick-ass piece of material to merge with. I'm definitely gonna stick to having something undecayed be part of it. So, pretty decent damage. Yeah, it's just I'm thinking about like the base damage of a Royal Claymore or something. So I get like this Royal Claymore has a it started with 34 damage and then it got 13 additional because of the Stone Talus Heart. Meanwhile, this started with 9 damage and it gained 38 because of the Marbled Goma leg, right? So it's just like, obviously you want to find the biggest number, the two biggest numbers, and you want to pop them together. The two biggest numbers. And I can't overstress this, chat. Just the two biggest numbers right next to each other and just it's so good. Oh, hello, Mal. I didn't see you there. Oh, don't talk about numbers. My numbers are having a time right now. Oh no, is one bigger than the other again? Ah, yes, the pics. The pics, which still don't work, because I still haven't rehosted them elsewhere. It took me forever to find the time to, like, to just, like, host the images in a gallery, and then the minute that I did, Imager was like, we're not doing that anymore. Oops. So is the song Just the Two of Us, but Weapon Edition? Yes, exactly. Weapon Edition. Wait, do we get a pix command when you move to YouTube? That's just it. I don't, like, I'm, like, this, whenever you do a move from one platform to another, it's a really good time to just basically rethink a lot of, what the freaking... The Yiga are up there. It's a good opportunity, right? For me to rethink what a bunch of my actions and how the stream is designed and weighted, etc. Like, if there's anything, you know, it's like all of the UI here, like the image, the border around my camera, what we've got going here, the Be Right Back screen. I mean, hell, even this closing screen here, I've been using a lot of these assets for so long. I think I am well overdue to basically re-engineer my entire stream. I'm still streaming at 722. I should probably at least upgrade to streaming at 1080. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend some good time just basically doing what I've done, what I haven't done for a long time, which is just kind of have fun with production and design. Remove that. Actually, you know what? Let's put on his classic Breath of the Wild hairband. If I recall correctly, Stream Elements still works with YouTube. Presumably, I mean, YouTube is the major competitor to Twitch. If anything, you could feasibly say that YouTube might actually be bigger than Twitch in regards to the streaming sphere. I don't know what numbers to measure by on that front though. So okay, well I didn't really want to come down to the depths to do a crazy amount of exploration. Come to think of it, I've got empty space in my inventory. Right here. I think that's a Lionel. I think. No, that would be a Frox. That would be the mark of a Frox. Let's see. I need to go out and kill another like big badass boss real fast here. But I also need the weapon to merge onto the thing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna travel out to here, and we're gonna grab ourselves another Royal Claymore. I wonder if I should try publishing a channel points bot service for YouTube. Oh, man. Oh my, is this Will announcing his defection from Twitch? He did talk about it earlier, yes. So, like, yeah, you weren't here for it, Dave, but basically, I think I mentioned this in the chat that we were having last night, like the group chat, that basically the fact that I'm going to be forcibly shoved into an affiliate program come November, or come the 1st of October, it's going to result in my stream revenue dropping by 30%. And I made a decision, and I was like publicly talking about it like last week or something when I was streaming. It was like, you know, if things are happening here on Twitch, and the minute that they come from my bottom line, like, that's push come to shove. That's action, okay? And action needs to be met with action. And I'm like, you know, the minute that you cut my revenue and my income, I think it's time for me to, at the very least, start seriously checking out how good things work on a different platform. Alright, your deal is getting way worse. Much worse, you know? So, oh, this isn't a Royal Claymore, it's a Knight's Claymore. Okay, so, if this is a Knight Claymore... Come on. Come on, stand up, Link. There we go. So that starts out with 24. And that's 30. Oh my god, like the difference is night and day, but I guess it'll do the job. I don't have to min-max every little thing. So let me check this. Plus 36, plus 38. Okay, so the marbled Goma leg does more than the Kolgira jaw. That being said, there's a Kolgira just to the north, so which way is north? That way's north. Okay. It's possible to go north with the... God, there's like no easy way to reach the Kolgira there. I just have to do it. Hello, Gage. How you doing? Howdy ho. Indeed. H-O-E. That's me. I think it's worse than a 30% drop, but but my brain can't handle it right now. Well, I'll be moving from a 70% revenue share to a 50% revenue share. So that's like, I'm losing 20% of the whole pie, but whenever you compare it relative to what I'm making, it's a 30% drop. It's very close to a 30% drop. Have been tempted to also move over, even though I have like no audience. You have a steady audience, Mal, and that's why Twitch is and that's with Twitch's zero discoverability. You'll likely have more luck on YouTube. This is, and I cannot stress this enough to especially someone like you, Mal, because like you've never done the streaming thing to like make a living off of it. You've mostly done it as a a side hustle or a hobby or something like that. What I want to say as someone who's been doing entertainment and working on the virtual space basically since its inception is that Twitch does not have a back end to help you find your personal streamer. YouTube has enormous algorithms and discoverability systems where it's like, okay, we understand that this is what you like. We want you to find your niche, and we want you to like really stick in and enjoy that particular niche with these particular flavors of streamer of content creator. So you know that's how YouTube works with the, hey, we saw that you liked this, so we're going to start showing you this type of stuff. And Twitch has absolutely zero. It's like Web 1.0, okay? No discoverability. The only way that you find stuff on Twitch is because you found out about it through someone else. Or through some other social media platform. Nobody goes to Twitch and nobody says, oh, I found this guy on Twitch by just being on Twitch. Everybody's like, no, I found this person somewhere else and then I found out that they're on Twitch. That's always how it goes. And if it doesn't go that way, it means that for some reason you were on the front page of Twitch. So there is nothing to be ashamed about in regards to acknowledging that there is, in regards to acknowledging that you are, that's not a Kojira. Oh, that is a construct. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Crap. So, there is a modestly reasonable chance that you will have more success on YouTube because of the discoverability, because it's got that back-end operation, because it's going to be pushing the VODs at people, because YouTube is about video on demand. It's not about streaming first. So, and I'm not saying that that's certain to work either. I just want to make that entirely clear. We all know that sometimes, despite having the best setup, things might still not work out. But having that system is still really important. So. Will, you were on the front page just now for me, but I did know you were, know who you were from my young childhood and watching your Skyrim videos and getting me into the games. Really? Was I? That's a fascinating thing to learn. That's your sub panel or your related panel. Ah, well, there you go. Despite using Twitch as much as I do, I still don't. What am I doing? Despite using Twitch as much as I have, I still don't like browse Twitch personally. Okay, so that's the wrong enemy. I don't need to be going for that one. I get the feeling that this is the spot that I need to be headed for. Should have gone to this spot. But man, you guys make a really good point. There's not going to be any channel points. Ah, there we go. There's the Kojira. That's what I was looking for. My concern is that the Twitch competitors will always try to buy out the established streamers rather than advertising that the platform is for the streamers' benefit, not the corporate. And I'm seeing the same thing happen with Kick. You know, like I remember when Mixer came around, and I gave a very serious thought to trying to expand to Mixer, not move to it, but be like, okay, maybe I should dip my toes into that pool, you know? Oh no, all my 156,000 channel points. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So here's the deal, guys. I am out of coffee, so what I think I'm going to do here is I am going to... I think I got more than enough food. Like I need to get a bunch of this stuff out of my inventory. Most of the food has been given to me by that stupid sign guy. Go ahead and save. Out of coffee? No. Oh my god. I mean, I don't think it's on the channel anymore, but there was a very small like roasting stream that I did over Christmas, this past Christmas. Remember Ninja? He was big and was bought out only for his for the new platform to die. I mean, I think so I'm going to take a bit of a coffee break, but before I hop out, I think what happened with Mixer was pretty well. It was summed up not in a post-mortem, but like before everything went downhill. Matt Pat from Game Theory basically covered how it probably wasn't a good idea what they were doing, buying out really, really big streamers for Mixer. And there was a lot of sound logic behind it. It was basically, you are bringing in just one super big person who can't really... one person can only do so much. If you took that same amount of money and you spread it out and like bought out tons of streamers for like $10,000 a piece, like if you really were careful with that money and you did your research and you said, we're gonna buy, you know, like I don't even know how much money Ninja got for that contract, but it was like God, Eli. If you took the amount of money that was paid out to just Ninja and you split it into $10,000 chunks and you bought out tons of small streamers, you probably would have had a lot more success in bringing on a much more loyal, stable viewer base that would result in the entirety of the platform surviving. And that's basically it's the difference between a top-down versus a bottom-up method. You know, it's like, okay, well, if you do it from the top down, you've got one big pillar, and if that pillar doesn't do as much lifting that it's supposed to, if it doesn't support the structure all on its own, then it fails. And it's the difference between having one large hunk of stone versus building with a bunch of little bricks. And the bunch of little bricks is obviously a lot more work, but it's also going to probably be more stable, assuming that all of the bricks were placed properly. But as you might imagine, doing the small brick thing requires a lot more planning than just plunking down one big support column. So, and even then, you know, they had lofty expectations of what was supposed to come out of it. Not building a customer base is always a bad thing. I mean, and that's a component of it. I feel like what's going on is they're trying to cheap out on the building a customer base thing. They're outsourcing. They're like, oh, this streamer has a huge following. We don't have to work on a customer base. We'll just let their fans are the customer base. And it's like, don't work like that, dude. Don't work like that. So every single time I see a platform poaching someone, one of two things is happening. One, they don't know what they're doing, and they have a bad business strategy. Two, they do know what they're doing, and it's not trying to establish a successful platform. Like in the case of Kick, they're trying to get more people on the platform to get them to gamble more, okay? Because that's what Kick is basically built around. It's built around online gambling. So that's where their money's at. Like they need to bring in more people to get them into the grinder to open their wallets for it. So. To be fair, the challenge here is that economically it's very hard to build a customer base when you don't own. To be fair, the challenge here is that economically it's very hard to build a customer base when you don't own the serving hardware and you're buying from cloud providers. I did a ton of math after our convo last night. I think I see how you could build a financially competitive streaming platform without being Amazon or Google, but it's hard. And that's one of the reasons why I like knowing you, Dave. It's because you've got experience in that area, and it's if nothing else, it's fascinating to know the insight. But having even a hint of a clue about why the companies are doing what they're doing and why they make those decisions, oh my God, so valuable. It took YouTube years to build what it is, and it's not something that you can just jumpstart. I mean, a good example in regards to YouTube is their copyright system, okay? Is it perfect today? No, not at all. There are things that they could totally do to improve it still. Is it better than what I've dealt with over the years? Oh my God, it's light years past the type of crap that I was dealing with on YouTube way back in, like 2012 and stuff. So, and you've got such a good point there, Tatsu. It's a process. It's it's another brick in the wall. You don't get something big built overnight. Anyway, guys, I've chatted enough. I need to go and get myself some coffee, and then we're going to fight ourselves a Kojira. What a fantastic song. Hey, everybody. How are you doing? I'm back. Alrighty. Right. Should probably get this full screen again. Okay, so are you guys ready for this? I don't think I am, but we're doing it anyway. Right. I should probably have a different weapon equipped for this. Oh, I entered to Kojira. Good time, I suppose. Yes, indeed. Also, extra happy since you just showed up. I need to continue to beat this drum, and I will for the next 3 months or so. There is going to be a long-term shift from, there's going to be a long-term shift from Twitch to YouTube, okay? Like, things have happened, and changes are going to be in the process for a while now. How do I not have... This spear was issued to knights. Okay, well, how the hell do I not have a picture of one of these things yet? I could swear that I have a picture. Ah, yes, the payment buggery. Yes, okay, good. You've got it. You've got an idea. I don't know how the hell I don't have a picture of a halberd yet. So get your channel point redemptions in now, chat. You want to see some fancy pants up on the wall or anything? Oh, stop moaning and groaning. able to hit that. No. Oh shit! Ah, every time. So easy. That being said, chat, you know, your subs and your bits and everything, they're still good for the next 3 months. I still get the good cut. So can I? Is it possible for me to possibly? Aha! Gotcha, bitch! Ooh la la! Up, over here! Oh, he's so easy. So easy. Oh my word, Mal. Sweet. Sweet. Thank you so very, very much, Mal. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so very, very much. So you want a hype train? Listen, I'm not asking for a hype train. I am not asking for a hype train. I'll accept one. But hey, Mal, thank you so much for the subscription. It's good to know that I'm worth both your time and your prime. Enjoy yourself while you're here, and Bezos bucks for you. And you know what? I've only got the best of wishes for you in regards to this whole Twitch thing, and I don't know how it's gonna how you're going to take it and how you're going to move forward, etc. You know, but only the best of wishes to you. Oh yeah, look at that bitch. This doesn't look silly at all. Doesn't look silly in the slightest. Heading into Q3 2023, it's Reddit and Twitch heading to a race to the bottom. I mean, the internet is such a bizarre... It's such a bizarrely even playing field, okay? And there's no getting around that fact. Okay, so let's put a skull there. If I'm not mistaken, this is another Koljira over here, but I saw another... No, I think that this is another Goma over here. I saw another Koljira, and I don't remember where on Earth it was. This must be it. That looks like a platform if ever there was one. Typical Dark Souls. God. What's up? Hope everything's going well. I'm so happy to come across your channel, and to be honest, you're doing great even on your own. Nice meeting you. Hey, nice to see you, James. The wildest thing about the Reddit story is the CEO was the former moderator of Jailbait. One moderator, not the exclusive thing. Seems like some folks are just determined to destroy Reddit. Yeah, the guy's he's got his baggage and he's got baggage and there are problems. That's the best way to put it. That is by far the best way to put it. Okay, so I'm pretty confident that this is the location that I'm looking for. I got one more weapon that needs improvement and or modification. Let's see how it goes. Do we have a Koljira sitting around flying in circles here? Looks a whole lot to me like whatever the hell could have been over here is now gone. Oh wait, was this a... This might be a different boss platform. Seems unlikely that there wouldn't be something. Oh, this must be one of the boss platforms that hasn't been activated yet. There's probably a chest underneath where I'm standing. And it only, like, this platform probably only changes after I do one of the other bosses in the overworld. Okay, that's probably what's going on. I mean, understandably so. Some subs are straight up trash heaps. Yeah, that is true. I've stumbled across a couple of them, and I'm like, wait, what is the purpose of this? And I come to the conclusion that it's like, oh, you're the guys who got kicked off of this other subreddit that's much better known and is already kind of sketchy. So, hello, chattin' William. It is I, the lesser chaos god of cheese. William, have you heard about the anime Nier Automatisk version 1.1a? No, I've never heard of it before. Okay, well, I guess we're done with hanging out in the depths for a bit. Why the hell do I? Oh, it's because I've got a pin there. You know, I'm really nearby that. Why don't I give a shot to try and try? I'm gonna try to reach it. I'm gonna try to reach that. We're going on an adventure, chat. We're going on an adventure. And since I'm gonna hang out in the gloom rot a little bit longer, switch to this equipment. Not automatisk, but automata. I know about the game, Nier Automata, but I've never played it. I've never played any of the Nier games. Going on an adventure in our favorite rocket ship. No, I just play with the rocket ship toy. I'm not going to tell you where it goes, but... Subscribe to my OnlyFans, and maybe you can see whether or not it establishes, whether or not it achieves liftoff. What have we got here? Soldier's Claymore. Fantastic. I don't have any space in my inventory for that. I've also got to be on the lookout for, glowing cavefish. I gotta be on the lookout for bombs because my my stock of bombs is... What can I say? I prefer my stock of bombs to be more up into the 80s than anything else. I made a thumbnail for your OnlyFans. Oh my god. I can only fathom what you have what you have chosen to do. Did I miss anything? I was getting food. Nah, you just missed the part where I stripped naked and I did a fancy dance that like made everybody, you know, moan with pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. It's true. It actually happened. This just confuses the ever-living crap out of me. There's supposed to be a light route down here. Where are we at for bombs? Good question. I'm at 69. Nice. Ah, I see. So a typical Saturday afternoon then. Exactly. Precisely. We are on an adventure for cheese. They actually put cheese in this game, though. That's the incredible part. They actually put cheese in this game. Made yourself some breakfast? Did you make a proper breakfast, or did you just, like, microwave some breakfast? You stop that. This is just freaking wild to me that I can stand right here and there's still, like... I'm supposed to be on top of the light route, but I cannot find it. Is there no light route for this spot? Eggs and bacon. Ah, okay. Microwave breakfast is perfectly valid. It is perfectly valid. I'm just curious whether or not that's what we did. Hello, Shawnee. How are you doing? Happy Saturday! Shawnee? That tree looked like a mushroom tree. Yes, well, it kind of is. Oh my god, Shawnee, what are you doing? How are you? How are you? That's a hundo. That's a hundo. Here's a good question. I don't know how many of you have been, how many of you are potentially new. We have a slightly higher number than... Bleh, my words. I will chew on them. We have slightly higher numbers than normal. I have a question. Don't they still have 5 tokens or something? Yes, yes, they do. And in fact, let me check the token list here. Yes, Shawnee still has 5 tokens. So there you go. There you go. So here's a question for those of you in chat. I assume that many of you know exactly what the hundo means. Does anyone in chat not know what the hundo means? This is an important question. This is a very important question. Wait, Dave, are you serious? You don't know what the hundo means? Cooler, you know what the hundo means. You haven't forgotten. Shut your dirty mouth. Oh my word. It means we eating good tonight. It means you only get $80 after taxes. Listen, the tax man's gonna get his no matter what, okay? A feast. God. Guys, my ass doesn't look that good. Okay, so if you haven't been here before, a hundo donation means that I will take off the underwear that I am currently wearing and I will swap them out for what's up on the wall right now. That's your story. Oh, so, you guys will have to give me a brief moment here. Oh, my word. Okay. See, this is where some kind of stripper music should be playing. Thumps around an enormous house stored nearby for no reason. Hits the floor. What the... What even? What even? All right, so... This is what was up on the wall, okay? The relatively more recent Spank Me underwear that was purchased as a wonderful novelty gift from the wish list. My God, like there's been so much chat since I stepped away. You don't have to understand it, just accept it. We're going to put that on the list and things to change his setup. In theory, he can only verify that he's done. He can only verify that he's done half of this. For those who want to help this man expand his collection. Ah, yes, the wish list. If I remember, didn't it start as he tempted people thinking viewers wouldn't do it? Now I want a panty dance from Will. I mean, hey, listen, maybe one of these days. I'm not afraid to strut my stuff, if you will. If you know what I mean. So... That's a $200 dono for chat. Shawnee. And then someone called his bluff. Will needs a clothesline in that room to have all of the panties, I mean wall pants there. Strife Commando reel. Always remember, you never tempt the audience. There will always be someone willing to do it. Yes. Yes, this is true. So, this is good. That's fine. We don't need to go any further. I'm done. I've finished the hundo donation. Nothing else needs to be done. Right, chat? We're all finished here. We are all finished. Nothing else left to get done. Yep, we're just gonna go back and play some more Breath of the Wild or we're just yeah, it's just nothing else for me to show off here. Just yeah. It's all good. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like things were not done. Will, where's the hanger? No. It's fine. You guys don't need anything else, right? Right? Everything's good. Everything. Strife. Yes. Something wrong, chat? We need the naked truth. This. Here you go. So, yeah. Yeah. That ass, though. Oh my. The squats do be working, though. He got a watermelon theme going. I mean, I kind of like the watermelon theme. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong, but does that look like it's kind of lopsided this way? Kind of looks like it's lopsided. That's going to drive me nuts. Whoop. Kind of looks like a superhero mask. I mean, if you don't know what's up on the back wall, you could imagine it to be a lot of different things. Shawnee, what are you doing? Can I has token, please? Fine. Fine. You get another token. You're up to 6. I don't even know why I'm still handing these things out, Shawnee. You've got so many tokens. And it seems a lot to me like you don't need them at this point. Oh my word. What I need is like 6 different hangers up there so you can literally like make me do this more than once in a stream. Remember, people will pay about anything for something they want. Someone bought a one-of-a-kind as in only copy of Yu-Gi-Oh card named Tyler the Great Warrior that the creator auctioned off for $311,000. Jeez. Strife moonlighting as a luchador. One of those days again. I guess it is one of those days again. Congratulations. You've got another token, Shawnee. You are up to 6 of them now. I don't know when you're going to end up using them. Wasn't that my clothesline idea? Yeah, it kind of is. It kind of is the clothesline idea, and I should just I should rearrange the entire operation so I've just got a straight clothesline across the entire upper wall. That's the best way to do it. Not creator, the owner sold. Oh, okay, well. Everyone's going to wait until you're good and established over on YouTube and then redeem all of the tokens. God. I just thought of something. Have a set of hooks that make the shape of a penis out of wall pants. God. The card was originally made for a Make-A-Wish, and the kid wound up surviving. Wow, that's pretty impressive. All right, so congratulations, you got me to strip off my jockstrap. Shawnee, I have a question for you. Do you feel accomplished? Knowing that you have managed to make this happen, do you feel accomplished? Not really. Well, there you have it, folks. Question and answer. Ooh, hello. Alright. Maybe I could get to this light route by climbing this. Like, this, I'm surprised. I didn't think that I was actually going to find anything that would lead me to the light route. Not really. I want more. I want butt. Damn, butt spot getting spicy. How much was it for Tev to take off her undies for the stream? Oh my god. Tev, do you remember what the... what? Oh no. Do you even want to partake of this, Tev? It actually looks like there's a cliff up there for me to reach. Well, I'm sitting here. Is there anything for me to... I can gain height. I can gain height here. Come to think of it, is there an auto build that I can use here? Yes, there is. There's that. Do we have, it looks like we're missing a flame emitter, so... That's unfortunate, but I think I might be able to... I mean, is it possible to make this work with a fan? I've never tried this before. I always do this with a flame emitter. That doesn't work. It would help her with getting a new PC. Does Tev do tokens too? I haven't really. Nobody's taken up my offer before. I mean, Tev is making a much, much higher, like, watermark for people. So... But, like, I always had it as a joke, and I'm now nervous that someone is even considering taking that offer. The $500 price tag is to deter people. Tev's booty is far more valuable. Ah, Mal. Yeah, I'm a bit of a cheap date. In that regard. You guys can see my fancy panties any day for just $100, you know. Okay, so. Oh, fuck yeah, man. This is the way to do it. Lucky I have the battery capacity to do this. Holy crap, this freaking light route is high. If I ever drop by your stream, Tev, I'll treat you like I do Strife. Well, that's good to know.
Shawnee, it's at this moment right now that you should probably click on Tev's name and follow her. You've got time. Also, there are ways to make it happen far easier, but I won't say, because someone might try it. Hello, Jiggleham. You missed the part where I wasn't even bluffing and someone still called it. Oh my god, when did we hit 50 squats? Holy shit! Oh no. Called what? My bluff. You know Jiggleham, like, whenever I get a hundo donation, people offloading their channel points ASAP. I mean, you make a point, you make a point. Alright, what have we got here? I need to improve this spear since I'm using it. Let's use a fancier something for this. There we go. Just checked, and I'm already following Tev. I'm probably never around when they stream. No, that's unfortunate, but also a totally understandable thing. Get rid of that pin. Okay, so, let's save here. And let's try going for this little camp of guys. Well, okay. Yeah, I tend to stream at night in U.S. Central Time, sometimes evenings on weekends. I mean, there's a possibility that we'll play some more 7 days over the weekend as well. I don't know how that'll turn out. The experimental build of 7 days to die turns out like you can lose all of your character progress in an instant because it's, again, experimental. God damn it, man. These fucking pricks. My punch bots. Well, you don't have to worry about your punch bots lying because that's stable build alpha. That's stable build 20. We're working on the unstable builds right now. Tev and I started a new one. Oh my god. I am not prepared for that, the level of... What keeps hitting you? Okay, so basically when you're in the depths here, the enemies, they have... I don't even care anymore, man. Depths that are, like, they've got that red effect on them. They're coated in gloom. And that stuff, it means that whenever they hit you, not only do they damage you, but they also completely, they remove the hearts from you. They cancel out the hearts because they're covered in gloom, so... Oh my god. Ugh. Just die already, you asshole. I will actually eat some, like, gloom restorative items. Shit. These guys with the bows are just like, they're brutal. Well, there goes my Lionel bow. Well, he's down. Thank God for that. So there's a number of things that you can potentially do to try to mitigate the damage that they do. But at the end of the day, there's only so much, you know. And my biggest problem is the fact that I'm not prepared to be taking on enemies as high level as there are in the game at this point. Hey, Stroofwaffle, what do you want for lunch today? That's a good question. We did burgers yesterday. I don't know that I'm feeling anything in particular today. I like how that other Lizafulse is still down there, but he just can't get back to the camp. Ow, God, that blemish on my nose. Like, I rub my nose at all. Like, I don't even have to touch the blemish. It just has to, like, squeeze or flex or something, and it just hurts. My internet decided to cut out. What did I miss? The part where I decided to try to windmill, but it turned out to just be a pinwheel. So we've got a different halberd over here. Let's go ahead and grab one of these bad boys. There we go. So, no helicopter then? Sadly, no. Sadly, no. It was just a tiny little propeller. If anything, it's like, you know, it wasn't impressive, but you could say it was, like, impressively small. There we go. Got him. Steel Lizzle Bow. This bow is wielded by Lizzlefoes, who are expert marksmen. The metal that reinforces much of the weapon adds some additional weight, but offers heightened durability. Alright, I don't think that I have a picture of one of these yet. So, just pop the pimple, man. It would be easy. It would ease your pain. I mean, the problem is that, one, I don't want to do that, but two, is the fact that, like, man, God, these assholes. Piss off. It's not ready, you know? It's not at a point where you could do that, so. Oh my god, this is a... What the hell? This is a statue. Subdermal. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, I never thought of it. Like, yeah, I guess that's definitely a term that does describe the situation. Okay, so... Okay, I'm on the thick hip. It's time to make my way to the titty. Are we ready to climb the nipple? Because that's what we're headed for. Sir, what's our destination? The nipple. Oh, God! Okay. Could you ascend up it at all? You know, that's a really good question. And I really should have thought of it. Maybe I could find the butt and just go up there. What the hell? Oh my god, it's one of these! You who stand before me, make an offering. Offer pose to me, spirits that ought to return to the afterlife. They are pitiful beings who have lost their way home and wander this land. I am one who returns all pose to the afterlife without prejudice. Good, evil, that's the futile perspective of narrow-minded beings. There is no such distinction in wandering spirits. I take it you have encountered my brethren. Stay a moment. My brethren and I have combined our powers to create the Dark Trousers. If you desire it, you must make a suitable offering. Now, purchase my Dark Trousers! Oh, holy shit, he sells the magic rods, scepters, and staves. Wait a minute, don't I already have the... Trousers. Where are the trousers? Fierce deity boots. Okay, so... Yeah, I don't have the dark trousers yet. Dark trousers. Offer! I have returned the lost spirits to the afterlife. This is pretty kick-ass, the fact that he's selling these magic rods now. Dark trousers, that's a quote and a half. I've never heard of that Wallace and Gromit movie. Oh, God. Seek my brethren in this land. If you do so, you may receive further blessings. I mean, I wasn't expecting to find this, right? The last guy that I found was like, someone stole my eyes! Bring them back to me, mortal! And it's like, okay. Why did somebody steal your eyes? It was your stupid goddess! She and I had a falling out years ago. We used to date. Turns out, you know, returning souls to the afterlife really wasn't her thing. She thought that they should be punished for what they did, and I was like, no, they should go to the afterlife no matter what. Doesn't matter if they were dictators or saints. And she was like, no, saints are more important than dictators. And I was like, no, they're all the same after they die. It was a bad breakup. I'm rather partial to my fighting trousers. God. Okay, Eli, you've redeemed accent. You get 5 minutes of accent. What do you want? What are you looking for? Yeah. Come on, guys, over here. God, Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. You guys are running me through my paces with these ideas. Okay. Seems appropriate. Okay. Man, what is up with people from work calling me? The ringer's off on my phone all the time, so I don't have to worry about it, but it's really weird. I've had a lot of people try to call me lately. I was half expecting you to say that they had different / incompatible kinks and they couldn't make it work in the bedroom. I mean, do you think that the good god and the bad god trying to date, and it turns out that like the bad god actually has like this whole purity kink going on, meanwhile like the good god has like this extreme BDSM stuff going on? I mean, I could have you do Link's accent and just be silent for 5 minutes. God. Zelda speaks, though, so we know what Hylian accent sounds like. You'd imagine that, but at the same time... Well, I suppose King Rome also spoke in Breath of the Wild, and that gave you an idea of his accent. All right, so... Okay, here we go. Hey, Scoob. Like, hey, Scoob! Look out, man. We're gonna go on an adventure down here. Is this the right way to do Shaggy from Scooby-Doo? I don't know, man. Hylian is just vague English. Oh, yeah. Give me a Scooby snack. You ever thought about how weird that is, man? Like, Shaggy was eating dog food the whole time? You know what Royal Hylian sounds like? Oh yeah, man, it's like the Queen's English. You think the peasantry would be speaking that way? one of the 3 types of English accents that exists for people outside of the UK, man. Welcome to the Underdome, bitches. Things are about to get hot. Wait a minute, man. Was the route up to the light route really over here the whole time? Oh, man. Like, zoinks, dude! Look at that, it's a new sword! I'm gonna have to go ahead and run up there and grab it. Like, far out. It's groovy. Also, sorry, Scoob, like, I can't pet the dog in this game, so you're not getting any treats. I think my stomach might be a little bit empty, man. Oh. Like, I get it, man. You're wearing armor and I gotta do something about that. Let's get some range on this, man. I can't be eating it just because you guys are crap. Oh, no, zoinks! Don't touch me, man. That's not cool. No! I'm in a bad place here, man. Oh no. That's my weapon gone, man. That's moments before disaster. Wait. Hey, Scoob, check it out. I can destroy these bitches real easy. Way easier than I thought. Like, check it out. I'm gonna ragdoll him. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Whoopsie, man. I didn't mean to shoot you in the face, except when I totally did. Because I meant to. That worked out, man. Don't worry about it. Generic hippie describes Shaggy the most, man. Yeah. Is it bad if I hit that? That might be a problem, man. Is that gonna... Yeah, it blew up. Oh, jeez. I never got my expertise degree in demolitions, man. Freddy was always the one who figured out the traps. I think we may have broken a couple of federal laws with some of the materials we built some of those traps with, man. But he promised to buy me a pizza, so I did it anyway. Now you just sound like Morty? Well, I mean, I did my best for as long as possible, but the time has expired. Here's the crazy thing. I do not watch, Rick and Morty. Like, I've never actually watched a single episode of Rick and Morty, so I don't even know. Oh. Oh god, forget the wall pants. Making him do a Shaggy accent is the new best thing. Well, you can't embarrass me with an accent, okay? And I think that that's the primary difference there. Oh my word. A giant boomerang. Someone redeem another accent and make him go again? Nope, no can do. Accents are once per stream. So chat. God. Freaking frog in my throat. Damn it, why you gotta be a killjoy? Because I know that if I do too many voices, then I'll overstrain my vocal cords. You know? And whenever I'm doing an accent, I feel kind of obligated. It's like, okay, well, you just redeemed something that's not exactly cheap. I feel a little bit obligated to actually talk more after you redeem one. And I have to be careful about how much I strain my vocal cords. So... I would like to redeem a token. The rest of the stream is shaggy. Sorry, Shawnee. Those tokens are only good for making me strip off my underwear. Okay? If you want to see my panties, use a token. Otherwise, you're out of luck. Are the tokens pants only, or does it apply to anything? Well, I think I just answered that. Yeah, but you straining on your throat isn't an unfamiliar territory, I don't think. How dare you? How dare you make jokes out of my ability to deep throat? Since there seems to be a decent amount of thirst in chat today, you know what? Let's go to Lookout Landing and let's expand my battery belt. Since there's a decent amount of thirst, I will ask a very simple question for all of you. What, pray tell, do you want me to wear the next time I do a costume stream? Because we, like, there is the, there's the singing stream that is outstanding still, but it's been a while since I've done a costume stream, and I'm interested in what you all would like to see. I never directly said, I just merely implied. Extra. How dare you? Alright, we're gonna switch back to my favorite set. Actually, no, we're not gonna do my favorite set. We're just gonna... We're gonna equip this set. Mostly because I like this set. I like having a nearly, like, a strangely naked Link. Like, I like running around as a strangely naked Link. Or very close to naked Link. Alright, friend. Let's upgrade my battery belt. I should have enough to get the rest of the batteries on it before I start, like, doubling my capacity. Oh no, Shawnee, you got slapped. You got slapped by Automod there. You like having that anime girl armor logic on Link. Yes, I do. I really do. 12 energy wells. I just doubled my battery. It's really convenient how they just do them all at once instead of having to go through the sequence every single time. I didn't know links weren't allowed. It's a holdover. I've had a lot of people, like, bots will just show up and drop a link and everything. So it got to a point where it was like, I'm done dealing with this. Like, no more links in chat. So, you know, don't worry about it. It's fine. But, like, what were you linking? I'm very curious. And chat, I'm not lying. I need to get this costume. Like, for just myself, along with those crazy strappy sandals. I love those sandals. Oh, fuck me up, those are good sandals. Not to mention this, like, Greek effect he's got going here. If I were to ever wear this on stream, though, I would have to, like, get a pasty for one of my titties. Where's the cooking pot? I have to cook some more. What if we do a tomato with an herb, prime meat, tomato, herb, prime meat. We need some mushroom in there. Where's the Hylian shroom at? Here we go. Hylian shroom. There's something else. I should put something else in here. And we'll do some salt. Let's see what we get here. Steamed tomatoes? Ah, man. I don't like that at all. Okay, so meat, herb, tomato. What do we get there? More steamed tomatoes. Not like, ugh, I don't like that. I hate tomatoes. I do not want to see steamed tomatoes. What if we do tomatoes and meat? What do we get then? That just gives me a meat skewer, which is, okay, that's good enough. That's fine, I suppose, but it's not what I was looking for. Watch, this will be steamed. Sunny fried wild greens. Why is it turning out to be wild greens? That doesn't make any sense. There's meat in that. It's like every single time I add Hyrule herb into something, it doesn't work out well. Only way I like tomatoes is in super ketchup. Same, pretty much. Goth cheerleader. I do goth cheerleader, but I don't have something in the closet to do. Like, I don't have a proper goth uniform for that, so. It was a Twitch clip. Ah, okay, cool. I'm not sure which link I'd pay attention to if someone dropped another one right now. Sun-dried tomatoes are goated, though. Tomato feta pasta is pretty good. I'm sure Tev wouldn't help assemble that. Yeah, that is true. Have the goth part be makeup. I mean, what I need to do is get like a black wig to do the goth stuff more effectively. And I did like I said, I had more fun doing the makeup stream than I thought. I got so much fruit, I might as well just keep doing this. My main problem right now is that I don't know where to get lots of rice from without paying for it. Maybe add it to the list? You know what? I probably should do that. I probably should do that. I mean, it's not like you don't know a goth person to have help with a goth cheerleader. I mean, the fun part is that I still need to the next photo shoot that I have coming to me is the one where I make use of the new undergarment that was last purchased for me. You guys remember what that was, right? I like how it adds fruit that isn't even added to the dish. Yeah, you're right. It's like it's got oranges and grapes and like I I mean, do they have green apples in there? Ah. Oh, a pear. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. All right, cool. That's all done. Actually, yeah, isn't there a bed over here that I could use? Get some sleep. Go ahead and sleep till morning, which is like 5 minutes. Whoa! Okay, blood moon hit. That means all of those bosses that were in the underground have returned. Man. When chat asks me about Father's Day. All right, chat. Hang out for a little bit. I need to I've drank a lot of coffee. I've just drank a lot of coffee. I'll be back in a moment.
Alright, chat. It looks like Strife is going to be away longer than he intended. And I am here to keep you entertained. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great weekend. Enjoying your days. Well, some of you don't have days off. Talkie Tev. Yes, indeed. Tev has become Talkie. Mal, hello. Everyone, do me a favor real quick. Right-click on, click on Mal's name and go follow him. Because he's awesome and he's worth it. You're also tired? God, yeah. Hello, Cortex and Eli. Hi, nerd. How very dare you? How dare you? How about a no you? Nipty, hi! Everyone, well, Nipty doesn't really stream anymore, but I was gonna say, go follow Nipty. A watch I bought earlier this week came in and is now set up on my phone. Oh, cool. Oh, you got a smartwatch? Very interesting. Bleh. I'm trying to get Strife to tell me what he wants for lunch so I can go get it. And he's like, I don't know what I want for lunch. I'm like, well, figure it out. You know how he gets. How I get. It's just silly. Yeah, life took streaming from me. I mean, you've got a pretty good life going right now, Nipty, and I'm so happy for you. A foot-long hot dog. Oh man, we could go to Sonic. I could get him a coney. A foot-long coney. My last one The screen broke on it when it slipped off my wrist getting into a moving van. Oh god, Cortex, that sounds awful. I hate it when, like, technology is just so stupidly fragile and it doesn't have to be. That's the thing with getting lunch. What to have. Especially because... Oh, excuse me. Because our options are sort of limited because of what time of year it is. Hey, look at them bats. You know, I have my phone right here. There, I'm also putting bats in the chat. There we go. But our options are a bit more limited than normal because it's been getting so hot. And we don't want, like, delicious winter meals, you know? Bat? Yes, bat. Man, we should, like, set up stream elements to put in very specific sound alerts as soon as somebody comes in. You know, specific people. Like, have the bat one for Mel. Footlong hot dog? I can't type anymore. Yeah, I get you. Surprisingly, all the work I do in a hardware store with going up and down on heavy equipment, no brakes, one small fall at home, and boom, spider-webbed. God. That's always how it goes. Like, I've had a phone screen shatter on me before, and it really sucked. I couldn't use it without it constantly getting its own input from itself. So, like, I had to get another phone, and it's stupid. I had to get more, screen protectors for my current phone because they come with, like, these little protector things for the camera on the back of the phone, and the previous protector was, like, absolutely shattered, so I had to get new ones. God, I have run a phone through a washer at a laundromat before. And stupidly, there was another one where I had my phone on the bathroom counter, right? And I was about to take a shower, had music going and everything, and all of a sudden, just, it was sitting flat on the counter, and so all of a sudden, bloop, it slid itself right into the toilet. Somehow. Phones, like, have a death wish. It's stupid. But I did do the phone in a bag of rice thing, and that helped. Ratchet baby, hello. Here, I'm gonna put Ratchet emotes in the channel chat. In the channel. I've dropped my iPod dozens of times and it still works. I guess it depends on how it drops. Because I think the one that shattered, I think, like, it fell from my grasp and landed face down on, like, in a parking lot. Geez, I don't think I've ever destroyed a phone. It's like, when my phones were destroyed, it was because, like, I was in a stupid situation with my ex, and, like, things were so bad and so stressful that my brain just couldn't function anymore, so I was forgetting shit all the time. I've dropped it on hard concrete at one point. Damn! I guess you're lucky, honestly, because I've also heard of, iPhones just shattering on people. Actually, from my understanding, rice doesn't actually help. It can actually make it worse. I don't know what to tell you. It's mostly just, like, giving the moisture somewhere to go. And, like, just letting the technology dry out without you putting electrical impulses through. Which was great. It was easier to do when you could take the batteries out of phones, but now that you can't, which was planned, by the way, but now that you can't, it's a lot easier for the phones to get destroyed. I got a new phone 2 years ago, and the one I had before it was, well, now 9 years old, and when I took off the case and screen protector, it looked brand new. Yeah! Yeah, I mean that's the thing about, you know, the cases and screen protectors. It's, you know, they do their job perfectly. Well, I mean not perfectly, but they do their job well enough. I think my phone, you know, I've had it for well over a year now, and I think the only thing is just like one tiny scratch on the paint on one side, and that's all. I've accidentally tossed my phone and I haven't destroyed any. I mean, okay. For me, I just have some natural bad luck with a lot of things. And I inherited this from my father, who has the worst luck I have ever seen. So my S9 is still somehow alive. Wow. I think my Galaxy Note 9, the one I had before I got this phone, still works. And I use it for, because it had a really good alarm app that just never updated to newer Android editions. So I keep that one around for when I absolutely have to wake up at a specific time. I have an Android and I can still remove the battery. I have an Android and I cannot, unfortunately. Like they've taken that away like years ago. And if you do have one that has like a removable battery, then you are very lucky. I've only broken one phone. It had one small crack in it, which I could have lived with, but said small crack caused the touch screen to completely stop working, making it completely unusable. Jesus, yeah. Still got my iPhone 6 and I've never broken it. Wow. It's so interesting to hear about all this, being like, man, some people just have it super lucky, and I do not. That's okay. I'm taking everyone's chances of breaking their phones and putting it on me instead. I bought mine last year, so I believe it's the manufacturer. Oh, cool. I mean, that's absolutely worth looking into, because being able to remove the battery is like imperative. Because I think people have talked about this before. Like, if you cannot remove the phone from its power source, then like turning the phone off is just a program function, not an actual turning off. And I've had a phone do that to me before. I turned the damn thing off, and then, you know, a few minutes later, I was getting a call from somebody, and I had not turned it back on. Phones are... yikes. The only problem I had with my phones was my S8 charger port went funky. My S9's battery runs out fast. My newest one is still working fine, all bought from eBay. Wow. You have a Samsung Galaxy S22. I have an S22 Plus. Because, you know, they don't have the notes anymore. So it's just been subsumed into the Galaxy Note Plus, and what was it called? Like Ultra or something? I don't remember. But that's the one with the stylus that you could pull out of the phone, which was real helpful for me, but I don't have the Ultra anymore. I miss using the stylus. I don't even use screen protectors anymore. Jeez. That's like asking for stuff to happen, because like even with the screen protector I have, it's got like scratches on it. I don't even do much with the phone, but you know, it decides to take damage and stuff. My issue with phones is that I cannot afford to pay for a replacement. They're so expensive for how fragile they are, and for how quickly they're replaced or have to be replaced. I usually buy a generation under the newest one, once they announce a new one, the slightly older one gets cheaper. Yeah, I mean, I try to, like, I like to have neat phone cases, and I can't really do that with older models. Hi, babe.
Hello.
Strife's back, everyone.
Yeah, and guess what it's time for?
Squats.
Yep.
It's time for squats, everyone. Enjoy the show.
Love you.
Love you too. Hello, everyone. Greetings. Greetings to one and all. Oh my god. Shawnee redeemed say S word. Nothing else happened that was really strange while I was gone, did it? No, okay, so just token. Just token. Work that booty, Strife. Mal. God. Okay, chat. Chat, you've got some, You've got a little bit of thirst in you today, so I'm gonna give you, chat, a choice. I'm gonna let you guys decide. Should I do squats facing this way so you see my face, or should I do my squats facing this way so you see my butt? No, just plans for world domination. Also, Shawnee, your S word is squat. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna squat. Mark is complete. Butt. Pole. Ass. If I remember, I paid $800 for my current phone, and my previous one cost me around $150. Man. Da booty. Like that's a question that needs an answer. You got a second camera or a mirror, and let us see both. That's what you need to see. You need to see side by side, you know? Picture in picture or something. Mirror on the ceiling kind of thing. Oh my god. We need a full-length mirror. You guys, oh my... I cannot believe how thirsty you guys have gotten today. My word. Alright, so here's the deal. Let me go ahead and close that so you stop hearing a bit of the background music. Oh no. So I watch Game Grumps from time to time, and they are playing through Tears of the Kingdom, and it would appear that their latest episode they meet Pura. And you guys know what my reaction was whenever I met Pura. I was like, hi, mommy. So, okay, so let's find the squat music. Where is my squat music at? Where are you at? Here's my squat music. So we turn that up, completely rewind it. Got to get going to work. See you all later. Hey, it was nice to have you along for the ride. Cortex, enjoy the rest of your day. I do like my asses side by side, under and over. Doesn't quite cut it. Oh, man. All right, so you guys have spoken. I'm going to face the opposite direction. I'm gonna face that way, and you guys will be able to see me squatting, and presumably you'll see some of my backside as I do this work. Woo-wee! What a workout! Oh-wee! Oh, got me breathing hard. Man. Commando booty. Watermelon booty. Commando. I'm not going commando. I bet you'd love to know what I had going on underneath these shorts, but you already got me to show you off what was previously going on there. Enjoyed yourself? I mean, insofar as I get tired a bit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so complete all. Every last squat has been completed for this stream, chat. Whoa-wee. Watermelon booty. The color I see is strawberry candy. I'm weirdly seeing Super Meat Boy. Oh my god. The booty be worth it. I mean, chat, the booty's especially for you. Whoa, that's actually an emote. Ah, the slap. That do anything for you? That do anything for you, Shawnee? Do you like the slap? I mean, whenever I slap and it jiggle. I assume that there's a pretty good jiggle whenever I do the slap. Enjoy yourself? I mean, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Strife may not be going commando, but he is always Rocky. Don't worry, I'll rock on York. Anyways, returning to the game. Don't worry, if you don't actually have one, just go ahead and buy a synthetic one. I'll let you pay. Anyways, like I was saying. Rock the clock tonight? Yeah, I'm gonna rock around the clock tonight, you know. I'm certain that's what you were going to say. I'm sure that's what you were going, what you were buddying. Yes, exactly. Buttspot got it exactly right. Anyway, I didn't intend to spend so much time down in the depths there. So let's return to Kakariko. Strife, what? What's wrong, Tev? I don't understand what the issue is. I'm going to bite you, Nom. Listen, Tev. You and everyone here is thirsty enough to want to bite me, okay? Like, I don't know if you've picked up on it, but chat is like really in the mood to want to say yes, daddy today. I have a thirst for blood. Whatever you say. Okay, so I think that there was a small quest in this town for me to do something about the price of armor. Oh, wait a minute, didn't I... Oh, that's right, what I wanted to do was head north out of town and hit this shrine. So, let's do that instead. Let's head north out of town and we'll get that shrine that's missing. Hey, you there! Come here. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Haven't you heard? It's strictly forbidden to go near that ring ruined by Princess Zelda's orders, so you'd better be on your way. Princess Zelda's orders? You heard me. Princess Zelda came out to Kakariko Village the other day and told everyone to steer clear of the ring ruin. She left in a hurry, so I didn't quite catch the why of it all. As you surely noticed, these ruins could come crumbling down at any time. So folks need to keep away so they don't get injured. I'm sure that's where her concerns were coming from. Ah. I really want to get in there and poke around, but I'd be directly opposing Princess Zelda's orders. Is this the end of my dream that someday Princess Zelda will call me Dr. Callip? Alright, fine. They're gonna be difficult about it. It is Daddy's Day soon. Yes, Daddy. Cheat the system? I mean, what do you think I'm gonna do? Think I'm gonna follow? You! Oh, for fuck's sake! God damn it! Oh. This fucking asshole! He has his orders from Zelda herself, after all. Ugh. What a prick. Okay, so the rule is simple. Don't cross this line and everything will be fine. Maybe from this angle. Yeah. What's up, bruh? That whole story about Princess Zelda had me reeling, so I never introduced myself properly. Sorry about that. Once again, my name is Taro. I'm here on Paya's request to investigate the ruins that fell around this village. Princess Zelda ordered everyone to stay out of the floating ring ruins. It's a hard thing to ask of us, but she's the princess. Nothing to do in the meantime but keep investigating the other ruins. Have you been to them yet? There's 4 other ring ruins around the village. Most of them broke apart on impact. Inside each site we found an intriguing stone slab. If you ask me, these slabs will be the key to unlocking the mysteries of Zonai civilization. Right, well, I'll take your word on that one. Hey, chat. Do the right thing, and I'll call you daddy. I need to go this way instead. I think I got done fucked up. I think I need to go back up to the top of the cliff. Play your cards right. I'll put the new garment on. I'll pull on the new garment, look over my shoulder in a sultry way, bite my lip, and say, "Yes, Daddy." What would you call me, though? Let's just say mistress, because it would work. This doesn't look like it's gonna go wrong up here. Save. I mean, in all seriousness, chat, you guys are pretty awesome. You've done so much to support me over all of these years, and the fact that you're still sticking around means a whole lot to me. Those of you who are new as well, like I'm super thankful that you've come to find me. You know, here on the platform that has no discoverability whatsoever. And let's be honest, like the flirtatious thirst of the whole style of entertainment I do is, it's a decent way entertaining. Don't get sappy with us, Strife. Okay. Whatever you say, Daddy. Oh, wee. You know, part of me wants to do curry for dinner, or for lunch. Tev, please bite him. I knew you wouldn't be okay with that. I knew it would get under your skin. Part of me wants to do curry for lunch, but then we're doing curry during the week. So it's like, that doesn't feel right, you know? There's a Lionel down there. I have information. Welcome, you have tread upon the land of a sacred shrine. I am the keeper of said shrine. My task is to guide visitors here to the sacred shrine by conveying this message. Dye the white pattern black when the sun awakens in the sky. Then will the sacred shrine appear. The shrine will appear when you unlock the true meaning behind these words. Better yet, link your Discord and I'll share the sussy thumbnail pics I edited. Oh my god. Where did you put that in, like, Tev's Discord, or where was it? What is the story here? Oh, okay. I think I understand. Strife Solutions Discord? I do not have a Discord. It was Tev's? Okay, cool. It's a shadow cast puzzle. I have to, It's just, there's nothing sophisticated about it. It's being here at the right time of day whenever this casts a shadow onto that, and that's all that you have to do. So. Damn, nothing. So wait, if it was in Tev's Discord... Well, like, I must be blind. I ain't seeing nothing. Okay, so since that's the way that it is, let's go ahead and make a fire, and let's actually, should we make a fire? What if we go and try to take on this Lionel instead? I think it's a white maned Lionel. This is no joke. This Lionel here is no fucking joke. Oh, he can see me from up here. Jeez. Okay, well, there's only one thing to do here, and that's equip my best sword and have some fun with this. So, we'll also swap over to my low-level Lionel bow. Okay, I got 300 arrows, which is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Go ahead and save here. Which room should I post it in? I mean, if it's spicy at all, I would imagine doing the NSFW, but... Alright, here we go. We'll see how this turns out. I'm gonna try to... Guys, I'm going full furry. I'm gonna mount the Lionel! Fuck you, asshole. I'm not a big fan of doing the flurry rush, but this is what we get this time. my freaking timing wrong just once. Oh my word, Kato, you redeemed swap wall pants there. Holy moly. You dead? Wet fart noises. God. So, Kato, I'm not entirely certain if I should redeem that because I got a hundo donation today. And I feel a little bit bad about not leaving the pants up there that are currently present. Okay, let's try to... Fuck. No! Alright, bro. I'm not even healing for this, bro. My reaction times are terrible. I haven't gotten enough sleep. Oh, well. He did the horn. I knew it. I knew I was going to get that wrong. Why is it when I have the points that you get a hundo same day? Never mind. I'll go back to editing the Pipcast. I am so sorry, Kato. I am so sorry. You know what I'll do? I will refund your points. There we go. You should have gotten your points back. I feel so bad. This is one of the funner things that I find that I can do in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Like, I made Lionel hunting a really big thing for myself. Come on, you asshole. Why can I not get this timing right all of a sudden? I can't get my timing right to save my life. Don't feel bad, it's fine. Just like be in here. Oh, okay, cool. Unrelated, but I recently tried out the Lies of Pi. Lies of P demo? Isn't it Pi? And it didn't occur to me that it was based around Pinocchio. You fucking ass! Jesus! An extremely attractive Pinocchio. Uh-oh. There's my time waster. Oh, the sussy thumbnails are on the Discord now, eh? I'll be certain to check that out next time I die. Ooh, dear. This is that close to beating him. That fucking close. What do we have here? Minecraft. OnlyFans. God. Yes, holding the pics. God. Those are sussy, all right. Man, look at me. I'm just eating shit over and over. Fuck you, asshole. Man, and to believe I'm doing this with, like, the damage enhancing shit on, I'm doing it with, like, my best weapon, and yet, it's still taking me this long to come close. I missed my mark. I missed my mark. Alright, chat, I have a very serious question. Do you want to see me continue to attempt this, or would you prefer that I move on? Because I totally understand if this is not your thing. Like, if it's just me failing at the same enemy over and over, then, like, where's the fun in that, you know? Jesus, this thing can really one-shot you. Really, the only way to take on... Like, here's the thing. This is a white-maned Lionel, okay? This is either the highest level or the second highest level Lionel in the game, okay? Which is the reason why it can freaking wreck me so bad. Like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 hearts. There's a maximum of 30 hearts to get in this game. And I have basically unupgraded armor, okay? Like, my armor just, it's not really upgraded. I can't really take much damage. Look at this. It's like 8. My barbarian leg wraps aren't even leveled up at all. Have you tried freezing it? Lionels are resistant to all of the elemental effects. So you can shock them and they will not stun. You can light them on fire. They will not actually burn. You can hit them with ice and they will not freeze. They are designed to be the ultimate pain train. Admittedly, they're not even the worst pain train in the game anymore. They put, oh God, what was it? What was the creature? They put Gleeoks in the game, which are basically three-headed dragons. Hydras, if you will. These things are the worst thing possible in the game, so... There's nothing that you can really feasibly do to improve your chances against Lionels, other than to have... just, like, incredibly good reflexes. And basically continuously stun lock the creature. as I've been doing. Basically, they have a weak spot on their throat, and if you hit the throat, then you have an opportunity to stun them. Come on, again. Right there. And you get in here and you just you jam the button. And the thing is, your weapon doesn't take damage. There's no durability subtraction whenever you mount them and hit them in the back this way. So that means that, like, this really kick-ass weapon that I have here that does like 70 damage, which is a lot right now at least. I should not have dodged that. So, you know, getting onto the back of the Lionel means that I'm not, like, I can keep this weapon for longer because it's not a real legitimate, like, damage effect. Oh, you son of a bitch. But obviously, like, if you miss your split-second window, you're gonna pay for it. Then, of course, he does this. It's possible to shield bash your way through this attack, but I've never had any luck with it. And then you can get your shield bash wrong, and that happens. So it's an enormous timing game. It's a huge timing game. I could probably make a breakdown video about how to beat these things. I'm not particularly good at it, mind you. I do have to rely on a lot of the crutches whenever you, like, get a lot of hearts and everything and upgrade your armor. But I've done it. Like, I've actually gone back into the Breath of the Wild before this came out, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna beat the first Lionel with 4 hearts, you know? There we go. Aha! Got him! Almost ate it there. And that's just it. This is an enormous game of chicken with these guys. You either hit your mark perfect, or you don't. And that's what makes it so radically difficult. Now, obviously, I can get, whoops. Oh, okay, you're gonna do that. And they are always open to this interrupt by shooting them in the throat. It's just a question of whether or not you can line up the shot properly. And then, of course, he's got the horn attack, which is new in this game, which is on the difficult side. The timing is ever so slightly different whenever he does the horn attack. I've died to the horn attack a lot, so... And then there's the Flurry Rush here. I don't like the Flurry Rush because it does actually take durability away from your weapon. Okay. I'm about to lose that shield. I got that one right. Thank God for that. I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to do this more. Sometimes I get more hits on him after I mount, other times I get less. And battling a Lionel is a whole lot easier. Oh, hey, there we go. Battling a Lionel is a much easier task whenever you have a Savage Lionel bow or something, because Lionel bows have this effect of shooting 3 arrows for 1. So you basically get a wider spread. And And that makes all the difference. So having a wider spread for your weapon means that you don't have to be pinpoint accurate whenever you're trying to shoot them in the throat. Which makes your first Lionels kind of difficult because the only place where you can get a triple shot bow is from a Lionel. Okay, so with that done, let's try to get a couple of pictures of materials here. We've got a Savage Lionel shield. What else do we have? Horn. Got a Savage Lionel bow. White Mane Lionel horn. Okay, cool. So Savage Lionel shield. This ultimate Lionel shield is favored by the White Mane Lionels. It excels at defending against even the most brutal of attacks and cutting down powerful foes with deflecting. So I can't hold that right now. I don't have space for the... But, as it just so happens to be, this Royal Shield... It's about to go out, so, hang on. We don't want to leave the area, obviously. So... There we go. I wasn't okay dropping it. I wanted to break the thing. Let's see. What do we have for weapons here? Got a Royal Broadsword with a rock. I mean, it's nothing impressive that I'm missing there, so... let's go ahead and drop a marker on the map here for the Lionel. Because this is, you know, one of his locations. What about kissing? Did you try kissing? Kato. Kiss the Lionel. Give him smooches. I mean, if you want to go full furry, that's the way to do it. I'm actually reminded of something that I did the first time that I saw a Lionel. Well, it wasn't the first time I saw a Lionel. It was like after I had first seen a Lionel, the time that I was like, all right, I'm going to actually figure out what's going on with this or something. And it was in Breath of the Wild. I spotted it from a really high cliff, so I was way far above it. And I was like, okay, it looks like a horse. I want to see if I can tame this horse. So I went and I mounted the... I leapt off the cliff, I glided over to it, landed on the back, and I'll do this. I'll do this to the, one of the shoulder button that you use to soothe horses, because it's like you get on a horse, and you have to hit the left shoulder button repetitiously to soothe it. So what I'll do is I'll let go and I'll do this on the shoulder button to hit it faster. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna tame this thing, and I did that, and I kept failing at it, and I couldn't figure it out, and then I realized, oh, I'm trying to tame something that cannot be tamed. Like, I'm literally attempting to tame a creature that is a pain train of death and destruction, you know? Hubris? Pfft, hardly. Alright, sadly, that's all I got time for. Have a good one. See ya. Hey, it was nice to have you along for the ride, Jiggleham. I hope that you enjoyed the time that you were here, and I hope to see you again next time. Okay, so I'm headed for this over here. We're going to go ahead and make a campfire and pass it to day, or to morning or whatever, and we're going to see what we can get out of it that way, so... That's... Man. Something tried to go down the wrong tube. Your attempt was appreciated. The Lionel needs pets. Yes, and chat, I need pets as well, so if you would please, give me a bit of a hand here. I promise, it's a novelty. Many people are interested in finding out what it feels like to touch such a dinky winky. Meow. Oh my word. God, could you imagine if your weapon broke while rodeoing him? That would make this fight 10 times more bullshit. Lionel Souls. It's like you can avoid blue shells in Mario Kart with a timely mushroom, but the chances in the older games of getting it right are 1 to a million. To be honest, I'm bad at the deflect function, can never get it right. It takes so much practice. I was horrified by it, but after watching other people do it so successfully, I was inspired, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna save while I'm gonna save before my fight with this Lionel, and I'm gonna figure it out. And naturally, I did all of my practice with a fully maxed out character. You know, like I did everything. So. All right, cool. So, let's slot that bad boy in there. Oh, wait, wrong slot. Wrong slot. There we go. So, gotta turn it basically 180. That might be a little bit too much. Hopefully that does the job. Okay, so what we'll do now is we will save right here. One pet isn't enough. Will and Tev need many pets. God. Oh, so like my drunken ass trying to chat up the six foot dom goth lesbian in the bar? God. Wrong slut? That's what she said. Wrong slot in the wrong slut. Oh my god. Alright, we'll go to morning and we'll see what we get out of this. Oh shit, this isn't gonna work then. I have to use the horizontal slots. But then again, like, Okay, how would you make that work then? Because you can't take this out. That'll get in the way of the shadow being correct. Like, is that gonna be good enough? Oh, it did work. There you go. Cool. We're going to get storms around 7 or so. Screm. Hi, how are you? How you doing, Zouchin? We've had a particularly thirsty we have had a particularly thirsty stream today. Welcome back. I'm back from LARPing. Oh, look at you. Alright, are they going to make me run through an actual sequence, or is this just going to be the end of it? Also, as crazy as this is, like, with I'm supposed to go for another 20 minutes, but guys, like, I think right now feels like a pretty good place to stop. Mostly because Will fought a Lionel by mounting it. Listen, I said I was gonna go full furry and mount the Lionel. A magic scepter. Nice. I will absolutely accept that. I'm going to drop that to take the scepter. Y'all horny, we get it. Well, it's been a very, very horny stream. That's all I have to say, you know? Hope you had fun LARPing. Yes. Horny. Yes, as Mal said. I mean, I like Mal is typically like coming out with you know, like the bonk hammer for the horny, but like even Mal was like, holy butt. So like that's a litmus test. That's like a bar that I've noticed. It's just like, okay, so this is the bar. Like, where do we sit on this? Not to be confused with how you sit on the car. Anyways, but that ass though. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Oh. Thank you very much. It's good to know that that ass is really just that amazing. So, all right, let's very quickly here do a little bit of, uh-oh. I think I was hoisted by my own petard. Mal saw the pics? I don't know if Mal ever saw the pics. Specifically the Christmas pic, because that's the one that's like, holy ass. But at the same time, that they don't work anymore, so... I've got to go before this goes too far, lol. Hope everyone had a good day and or night. Hey, it was nice to have you along for the ride, Shawnee. And I want to say thank you very, very much for the support. It does mean quite a lot to me. You're an incredible person. You're incredibly kind. Thank you very much. Really, thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. You saw that pic? Well, there you go. There you go. Alright, chat, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save and I'm going to quit because we do have possibility for severe weather this evening. And I want to get out and do all of my errands before any of that could even have a hope of coming down upon my head. So, I'm going to go ahead and hit in, pop the switch into sleep mode there. Oh, wee. Oh, wee. Straddle the bar for friction. I think we know why you got into gymnastics. So yeah, it's time for food. It's time for, you know, errands. And I was supposed to finish a video and get it out today, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that. I'm struggling. I'm fighting against learning a new program to do my editing with. I'm so used to the Adobe products, and I'm in the process of learning how to do a whole bunch of basic stuff with DaVinci's Resolve. So DaVinci's Resolve is like, it's free. You can get your hand, like, there's a version of it that's free, you know. You can blame me for today, Will. Blame Kato. Yes. But hopefully I'll be able to get the rest of the work in because I'm not that far from finished with the video. So it's a road. It's a long road, and it's going to take me some time to, you know, get where I need to go. for the 4 hours of sleep that Strife got. I mean, blame Kato for the 4 hours of sleep I got. All right, chat. You've been a wonderful and amazing audience, and I have one very simple question before I check off for the day, before I knock off for the day, which is, some of you have been so radically thirsty. Do you want a body shot of me before I log out? Very simple question. Your opportunity to screenshot it for later. Oh, man. Anybody want to do a body shot? All right. I'll do a body shot off of you. That's kind of the attitude that I was expecting. That's the attitude I was expecting. All right, guys. It's been fun. It's been wonderful. It's been lovely. Take care of yourselves. And don't be surprised if you see more of me either here on my channel or over on Tev's over the weekend. But I will catch all of you next time. Take care of yourselves. Stay happy. Stay healthy. And hopefully I'll see you at 11 a.m.